Hi, welcome to Spark Place, Senior Library's makerspace located in Greene County, Ohio. My name is Teresa, and today I'm going to show you the sound booth. First, let's take a look at the room itself. It is covered in low pile fabric and clusters of foam pyramids that help soundproof so you don't have noise from outside the room coming in, and the sound inside the room doesn't disturb the people outside the room. It also softens sound within the room so it is not echoing. A lot of effort and resources have been used to set up the room to help you make great recordings. So please help maintain the environment and do not move things around or unplug cables. Let's take a look at the equipment. We have an iMac computer, a keyboard, a mouse, an external hard drive, an external CD/DVD driver, an auxiliary USB port extension that you can plug a flash drive into, two speakers, two microphones, a Motu 16 by 12 USB audio interface with 8 mic inputs, a couple of headphones, a PreSonus monitor station version 2, and an Akai MPD-218 MIDI pad controller. In order for everything to work, it needs to be on. This is how each piece of equipment should look when set up properly. The Motu audio interface should have a red light labeled 48V above the white-purple label, which means that the rectangular-shaped microphone is connected. There should be a couple of small green lights under Mode on the right-hand side on. And when you tap on the microphone, you'll see that it's active. On the PreSonus monitor station, under Q-Source, the top left ST1 button should be lit. A headphone should be plugged into the first jack, and the knob below the first jack should be set to the left at the 9 o'clock position. It is really important the knob is not turned all the way clockwise because this knob controls the headphone volume, and having it set too high before you put the headphones on can result in hearing damage. The blue source button below should be in the up position. If you are not sure if it is up, push it down lightly, and if it stays down after releasing, push it again and release it, and it should spring back up. On the lower half of the monitor, under Main Source, the ST1 button should be on. Under Speaker Select, Speaker A and Speaker B should be on. Speaker A connects the speaker to your right, and Speaker B connects the speaker to the left. There is no Speaker C. That button should be off. In the middle of this area is a big blue knob. It is a master volume control. Make sure it is also set in the 9 o'clock position before proceeding. The mono button should remain off. The mute button can be used to mute the sound, meaning if it is on, the sound is off. The dim button should be off initially, but it can be used to reduce the sound temporarily. The attenuation knob controls how much the sound is quieted when the dim is on. The talk button turns on a teeny little mic above the level knob, and the level knob controls the volume of the mic. When the talk button is turned on, the dim also turns on. The talk button allows the person at the control to talk to people wearing headphones. They can talk to individual headphones by pushing the little blue source button down next to the headphone level knob. This is useful only if the person wearing the headphones is in another room. But since we only have one room, this is a feature we will not be using and it should remain off. MPD stands for Music Player Daemon. It is a free and open music player server. It plays audio files, organizes playlists, and maintains a music database. On the Akai MPD 218, there are 6 knobs on the left called potentiometers. They can send continuous controller messages to your software or external MIDI device. The control bank button allows you to select from 3 different sets or banks of instructions for the knobs, A, B, or C. On the right of the processor are 16 square pads used to trigger drum hits or other sound samples. The pads are pressure and velocity sensitive. The Pad Bank button selects from one of 3 banks of sounds that will result from tapping on the pads. Press this button to activate full level mode, in which the pads always play at the maximum velocity no matter how hard or soft you hit them. Press and hold Note Repeat while striking a pad to cause the pad to re-trigger at a rate based on the current tempo and time division settings. For more detailed information, please refer to the online manual or look for the manual in Finder, the file manager for Mac, in the lower left-hand corner of the bottom toolbar. If the computer is already on, but in sleep mode, meaning the screen is off, you can move the mouse around and click on the left mouse button if necessary, and the screen will come on. Left click on the arrow key next to the password box under All to open the desktop. There is no password. If something is not working, please ask a SparkPlay staff member to help. In order to use the equipment, you will need to open a software program to interact with it. We have GarageBand, Logic Pro 10, and Digital Performer. There are tutorial files for Digital Performer in the ThawSpace drive and exercise files for the Lynda tutorial for Pro Logic on a flash drive labeled Exercise Files for Logic Pro, Lynda Tutorial. Software classes are available for free through the Greene County, Ohio Public Library website using your library card number and password. I have created another video slideshow showing you just how easy it is to use Lynda to expand and improve your skills. I highly recommend it. If you try tapping on the mic or the MIDI pad, you will notice even though the monitors are detecting activity, you don't hear anything yet. Now let's open the Logic Pro icon at the bottom of the desktop. It is a black rectangle with a silver CD image. Double-click to open the program. If you get this pop-up, click Create a New Empty Project and hit OK. Then choose Software Instrument. If this is not already selected for Ultrabeat, start with that. Here are all your other choices. So find Ultrabeat and click on that. Have Open Library checked. Output 1 and 2, and click Create. Now I can show you how tapping on the MPD pads produces sound. And when you press the pad bank, it changes those sounds. So same pad, different sounds by pressing on the pad bank. You can also produce notes with the computer keyboard by activating a musical keyboard with Command K. With the library open, you can choose different drum kits. If you want to change instruments, you need to disable record. Then type in the instrument you want to hear, and we are going to choose acoustic guitar. And now when you press the pad, you get guitar sounds. And it also works with Command K. You can make voice recordings by creating an audio file or track. Be sure to select Input 3 and enable the record button. When you are ready to save a file, we recommend that you save it to your own flash drive. However, if you want to save different versions or iterations as you go along, you can save them to the Sound Room computer. The Glyph drive has 2 terabytes of storage. Here is how to find it. Make sure you give your file a unique name and each version a different addendum like this. If you forget and leave it untitled, you will have to search through any other untitled files to find yours. If you want to know more about choosing instruments, controlling sounds, creating rhythms, editing and recording, go to Lynda and watch a tutorial.